Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the first full official day of fall. I'm shooting this video on Tuesday, and we're now in Module 5. I see some of you have already jumped in there, have done some of the assignments in Module 5, but I want to talk about a couple of things in this video. One is a resource that you'll find in every one of your online courses, and then I want to talk a little bit about a different assignment that you're doing this week that you haven't done before. It's pretty easy, but I thought I'd take this time to talk about it. So let's take a look at the resource that you'll find in every one of your online courses. And that's Smart Thinking. Now, you may have seen this, maybe you've played with it, maybe you haven't, but I do like to take a couple minutes in every class and let you guys know about it. Now, I think it really won't apply to this course, but it definitely can apply to your other coursework. And what Smart Thinking is, it's an online tutoring service. And why it's kind of cool is because it's 24/7. It kind of is always there. So it's tutoring, if you will, on demand. Now, most of our students work with Smart Thinking sort of in an asynchronous mode. You know, that means they'll submit something, they'll get a turnaround, and then it will come back to them maybe the next, 10 hours, 12 hours later, that kind of thing. But you do have the ability for live drop-in sessions as well. Now let's take a look at it real quick. We'll jump into Smart Thinking, and we'll let it goes through a couple of system checks as you log on here, so bear with me. There we go. All right, that was pretty quick. I'm going to log in as a student, and I'll let that go through. Another system check there. Okay, and then you'll kind of come to this dashboard. Let's take a look at some of the areas that you can use, and I think I'll call out a couple that I think are important that you may want to use. And but right here, you can work with a tutor or a career coach. Let's click on that, and this will give you an idea of all the different areas that you could disciplines, if you will, that you can engage with. So pretty much everything covered within these categories, math, writing, business, science, Spanish, and particularly nursing. When we were talking with the Smart Thinking folks, of course, that was a huge component here. So nursing will be in there. Now, you may not be in the nursing program. Maybe you're in one of our other allied health programs. You might find a connection in there as well in some of the areas that might relate to maybe patient care or pharmacology, that you can use that tutoring area, even though, let's say, you're in radiologic technology or paramedic. Pharmacology is pharmacology. So don't let the nursing piece throw you. I would say if you do have a question, you might want to look at that nursing area. But let's pull up one, for example. Let's pull up business. And you'll kind of see that then it's divided into subcategories. Accounting, micro, macro, economics, introductory finance. This is more corporate finance, not personal finance. So, and typically people don't need tutors for this course. But so there you go. So you have these subcategories, and you can see here that you can do a drop-in session, schedule a future session, or ask a question. I think a lot of students, really up to you on how you want to do that. From what I've heard, more like to do the ask a question and then they get it back. In that area, but a good amount use drop-in sessions as well, which will be kind of a live whiteboard type situation. Let's go back real quick, and then I want to show you another area. Probably the most used area is writing. So that is a challenge for all of us. Is typically writing, where you in this case can submit a written work, have it critiqued. They're not going to write it for you and then give you feedback, and then you can do those corrections on there. So I would, a vast majority, I think around 85% of our students are using it for the writing center that's in there. And it really lends itself very well. This format lends itself really well to the written word. So there you go. There's that. And then before I'm done, I want to talk about the career writing and interviewing. So this is huge too. If you are, developing your CV, your resume, please, use this service. Submit that resume and CV. Make sure you have a second pair of eyes looking at that. Especially a trained pair of eyes looking at that to give you some feedback on your resume or your curriculum vitae, because sometimes what's on there, you may not, you want to present the best authentic version of yourself on your CV. So do that. And then especially interviewing techniques on there as well. So I highly recommend that you delve maybe into that career area. All right. So there you go. Smart thinking. Use it. It's a great resource for you. You're paying for it. And, as part of your tuition, I highly recommend that you use that. Okay. So let's jump back into the class real quickly here. And here we go. And I want to show you as it loads in the background there. There we go. All right. Let's pull my picture back off to the side. This week, Module 5. Scroll down. We're having a progress journal. Okay, so that's kind of our new assignment for this week. A progress journal is really a way for us to touch base, for me to kind of take the temperature on how you're doing in this course. Everybody's doing really, really well. But, I don't want to always assume based off of what I'm seeing in your performance on your quizzes and your concept maps, or, a lot of you did concept papers. So, again, I'm always surprised, but that people want to do the paper. But yes, half of you did the paper, half of you did the maps. But it's a way for us to touch base. Again, if you want, you can choose to take this in any direction you like as well. So if you got something, a recommendation, anything, it's a way again for us to talk in this class and connect and make sure that I'm on the right track to get us to where we want, and I'm presenting the material in a way that helps you. So there you go. That's what we got going on this week. Hopefully you're finding this class very manageable. All of you are doing a great job with the with the week 4, module 4, with the papers, the summary papers. Great job on that. Spot on. Great concept maps for those of you that are doing concept maps. So just keep that up, and you're guaranteed an A in the class. So as long as you have all your assignments and you're doing the level of work that I'm seeing now, easy peasy. No problems at all. All right. Well, that's pretty much for this week. Everybody have a fantastic week, and I'll check in with you soon. Thanks.